And we are live. LFX MEDIA PODCAst. They call me the sun because I shine so brightly. Look at the sun in the background, cloud sky. We just taking in nature, good brother.
No
How you
doubt.
feeling today on this Super Bowl Sunday?
Hey, feeling super. Feeling super on Super Bowl Sunday, man. Chilling, cooling, wife in there getting it
Yes,
cooked
sir.
up.
I thought I would take it outside.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm enjoying myself. I thought about taking it outside too, but it's a little active out there right now. Like I say, we got Super Bowl festivities going on, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to stay a little bit out of the mix, so we can try to keep it as controlled as possible on the pod.
Okay. First shout out we got to give to the return of Rico Sundays. It's been a while. It's been over a year. And Rico Sunday is the busiest day online, on network, networking uh, outside of social media, getting out and attending events. So we designed Rico Sunday a couple years ago, actually for a cover reveal for the book, The Rico Sunday. So what we found out, so many professionals were coming in to Rico Sunday. We went on ahead and just made it, call it a networking event. So we still doing book promotion. Matter of fact, today we have a book
You there, bro?
I said t-shirts, I meant hoodies.
Boy, got the book promotion. Yeah, you just actually cut back in, bro. You had cut out for a second. And you cut you cut back out again, brother. If you're not there,
Yeah, I'm here now.
if you hear me,
Yeah, for sure.
you back
Yes, sir, I'm back.
for
I was
sure.
just putting a photo up of the hoodies we got available. This is the uh, Valentine's Day drop. Red hoodies, white hoodies, pink hoodies. This is for Valentine's Day. If you happen to purchase one of these, then I'm giving up the Rico Verdict, the book, signed copy for free till midnight only. Till midnight only today.
No doubt, no doubt. Definitely jump in on that. Got my
Mm.
cotton ready like a little Caesar.
Just Sirski. Oh, that's a nice muscle car just went past. Can you hear the engine?
I hear you revving up in the hill.
Yeah, we love the muscle cars.
Got it up.
Yeah, we got I'm your host, Podgy Carter. We got Antho in the building. We're waiting for Rastic to pop up, and possibly we might get a sighting of the Custom Beat King. But
I'm gonna have to get my boy a little bit closer to that router, bro.
yeah, before it gets too meaty, I'm gonna give Rastic a chance to pop in because it is the Bro Bowl. What we're talking about. We're talking about
Mhm.
the Bro Bowl. And not only we got two brothers quarterbacking, we got two brothers playing against each other in the Super Bowl, and two outstanding players they are.
Without question, we got two great, great young talents that's finna line it up today.
Hmm. And
Really, uh,
one of the one of the brothers actually for Kansas City. If he has a good game, Kansas City has a good chance to win. And I looked at a parlay. I'm stay with the parlays. Um, If he gets 2 touchdowns, it's a plus 1,000 parlay with the Chiefs winning, Kelsey getting 2 touchdowns, and I think over under 51. That's the parlay I looked at. So
Mhm.
$100 gets you 1,100.
Think I might have to go ahead and visit that, man.
tap
I have
tap
to
in.
pay a visit, man.
What you, bro? What you got to lose? $100.
$100.
Gain 11. Shoot. Yeah,
Make the Super Bowl even sweeter.
yeah. Super Bowl Sunday. Actually, speaking of parlays, they made Super Bowl Sunday the biggest gambling parlay event since the touchdown run by the refrigerator William Perry when the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl. That's when all of these parlays start coming into play. What color shoestrings they gonna wear? Who gonna make the first touchdown? That all came from William Refrigerator Perry and his being a lineman and actually running a touchdown on a Super Bowl.
I'm so happy he did it because of he walked, I can run to
Take
the
off,
parlays.
take off. Hmm. Yes, sir. Birds chirping. If you are tuned in on Facebook, like, share, comment. If you're tuned in on our YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate you participating. If you're tuned in on our own platform, lfxmedia.live, thank you. Subscribe to our channel as well. We out here. And not only we talking about the Super Bowl, we talking about a few trending things that's just going on during this time frame. Um, we uh, we witnessed LeBron passing the captain a couple of days ago, and we actually started a conversation during that game. We potted during the game. We actually brought the event in through our podcast, and we showed him actually hitting that bucket, which a lot of people were saying, well, they lost, so that puts a damper on the record. Like, no, that actual score didn't solidify him as the GOAT, but it absolutely was the icing on the cake. LeBron said himself, he said, when we came back from the Warriors, and it was, some people say he single-handedly brought him back, and some people say, well, Kyrie was there, splashing his jumpers or whatever. But what I witnessed was LeBron saying, I don't have the best jumper right now at this point, but I guarantee you I could back these dudes down and win the game. And that's what he did. So, you know, we'll have a little discussion about GOAT discussion. We'll talk about Super Bowl Sunday. We'll also talk about whatever's trending and being in Houston. You know, I want all the guys' opinion on the takeoff situation with the J Prince family. We'll tap in on that. But most importantly, today, y'all see that sky? See that skyline? Beautiful. We outside pod. Um, we might have to go back in just to make sure we stay on the Wi-Fi. I am literally 2 feet away from the router, so hopefully we in there.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we got a plethora of topics we could talk about. Um, Again, buy you one of these hoodies today. We're gonna have Rico Sunday later. You don't have to be in Rico Sunday. you can go to the ricoverdict.com.co and cop one of these hoodies. Well, actually, the Valentine's drop, I didn't link them to the store. So get at me, buy a hoodie, and I will definitely send you a signed copy of the Rico verdict. You heard? So
Sound like a good deal to me.
yeah, it's the return of Rico Sundays. We networking. We're the content kings, the network kings, all of that. So that's what we on. But definitely, we are here to talk about the Super Bowl. And do you have? I don't like to do predictions as far as podcasts and analysts. Even though my predictions, I'm 5-1 in the playoffs. Uh, just to toot my horn, 5-1 with one more game left, and I'm gonna go ahead and say defense wins Super Bowls. And who better to win a Super Bowl than the Eagles' number one defense? Let's go, fly Eagles, fly.
I can't be mad at it, bro. I feel like they got as good of a chance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they definitely got probably the better chance, if I be
Mhm.
all the way honest, you know.
Yeah, keep it a bean. Yeah. Um, what? Well, before we dig deep into the Super Bowl, I want to talk about just some things that's trending. Like we talked about that GOAT conversation just this week. We witnessed LeBron, with the recording the most points scored in the NBA history.
Right.
And I stated a few minutes ago that was not the defining moment that made him the GOAT. It was the icing on the cake. But LeBron said itself when he brought his team back from, it looked like it was curtains for them against the Warriors. And LeBron said, I'm finna back these guys down to the hole and we're gonna win this game. And that's what he did. And he said himself that was the defining moment where he felt like he was the best player of all time.
Yeah, I feel like it was definitely when, the question became, I mean, the the whole argument became a lot stiffer. I feel
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. Now, of course, folks try to even pick that apart. Well, he had to come back, and Jordan never went to a game 7 and all that whoop whoop. Again, Jordan was never against a team. I think is multiple. I think the worst team LeBron seen in the finals is probably as good as the best team Jordan seen in the finals. And if that's not the case, I definitely feel the competition top to bottom is dramatically different and can't even really be compared.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan never wasn't favored in the finals. And that ain't to try to poo-poo all the other generation of players. Not getting into the whole disrespecting the old school cats thing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just I feel no way that you can look at that and not see that like, hey, he definitely was going against better competition when he got to the finals.
Right. And as you can see, I added Uncle Shay Shay. I added Stephen A. I added Skip Bayless on my Twitter. This is how Jordan started, and this is how LeBron started. As a kid coming into the league, Jordan had a whole college career before he came into the league. LeBron came in as a boy, young man, should I say, that had no type of. Just imagine if Braun would have went to college and then went pro, what the difference would be. But yeah, I'm waiting for a response from Skip and all of those guys. We the content kings. I'm gonna keep saying it until it's a fact that you guys have us solidified as the content kings. We already got it, but recognize, as the lock said, recognize.
It'll all be clearer later. It'll
Hmm.
all get clearer later.
Yeah, it definitely gets greater later, but definitely, is Rasic ducking us? Cause he knew we was already talking this talk heavy MJ stuff. I hope you ain't ducking us, Rasic.
It's all love, Rash. Like I told you, I love Jordan. He just, he just don't come before King James. But you know what? I always say I saw a post that I respect. It said Jordan can be the GOAT, LeBron can be the king, and
Yeah,
we'll respect it for what it is.
fittingly.
It'll be that.
The the phenom that MJ was, if you were not a Bulls fan, it was easy to be a MJ hater because he came and destroyed all of our teams.
Easy.
So it's easy to say like, yeah, I wasn't rocking with him, but after he retired, then I realized his airness, and a lot of people don't know. If you look at Jordan when he holds his hand up, uh, that thumb is way lower down on the hand than any average person's hand. So
Mm-hmm.
if you ever saw, and that's a freak of nature, if you ever saw him fake passes and and palm that ball, his thumb has an extra joint, a double joint that goes back, and he could probably touch his fingers around the ball if he wanted to. But that type of phenom and his vertical, and that's why they call him air. His vertical and ability to seem like he's just floating in air is something that we have to commend him on. You know, so I don't want it to seem like this is Jordan hate,
Yeah,
and
wait.
I don't want to seem like uh, this is a stat chase
Right.
per se. It's not a stat chase.
That's why I say I respect anybody's opinion that say they go with who they go with because, like I say, what they may be looking for, maybe the players that they looking at when they look for greatness, maybe that's what they look for. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And if that's what they at for their preference, cool. But as LeBron said in the interview, if I was starting a team all time and I had my first pick, and I was picking first of everybody, of every player I've ever seen play basketball, LeBron James would be my pick number one.
Hmm.
That's kind of you're gonna get all time leading scorer. You're gonna get top five all time in the six. You're gonna get a top five, top 10 rebounder. Like you're getting your money's worth for sure.
Absolutely. And when we look at the draft, the year Jordan came into the league, um, I believe Sam Bowie was the number one pick that year Jordan came out. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, I think that's right, bro.
Yeah, it was Sam Bowie, and Elijah one might have been in front of Jordan as well. I have to.
Yeah, I want to say hey, yeah. Say hey. Yeah, I want to say Jordan did go after him.
Hmm. Yeah, and I believe was wow. I'm looking at the actual the draft myself. John Stockton came in at the 16th pick. Kevin Willis, okay, big man from the Hawks. Kevin Willis was 11th.
Yeah.
Otis Thorpe was number 9. He came in with the Kansas City Kings. Shout out to one of our Rockets.
Yes, sir. A champion.
Alvin Robertson was selected 7th overall by the Spurs. Sir Charles selected 5th overall by the Sixers. Jordan was 3rd overall by the Bulls. Akeem the Dream Olajuwon was selected as number 2 pick, and Sam Bowie was number 1 that year. So there you have it, people.
Just like that.
Hmm. That
Yeah.
was,
Now that was a hit on two out of the top three.
yeah, without a doubt. Now, People will look at Sam Bowie and say, well, what did his career, I think he came in injured. So he wasn't given that opportunity because nature didn't allow it. And nobody says because he was picked above Jordan that he was a better player, but we're saying the natural consensus, the people who are looking for players, the NBA owners, general management. Let's go with Sam Bowie. Let's pick him first. They said that, not me. So that's what we go off of. But um, LeBron came out, of high school and just, of course, he didn't have the best first season, you know.
Hey, hold on real quick, bro. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he had to actually work the kinks out. I don't think LeBron even had the best jumper coming into the league, but he dedicated himself to his game, his body, his family, his city, and that's why uh, at the end of the day, when he came back, Tough Warriors team, he said, "Cleveland, this is for you," and that's what happened. So yeah, we just recapping, talking about the GOAT conversation we had the day LeBron passed the captain, and the responses since, the Jordan fan club versus LeBron. And another thing that I look at is cultural impact, the impact that Braun has had on the city of Akron, the state of Ohio, um, sending over 1,100 kids to school, um, major businesses that are difference makers. He wasn't just invested in something that he knew would make money. He's invested in business opportunities that he's passionate about, which, when you're passionate, it doesn't guarantee you're going to be a billionaire, but that's where LeBron is at right now. He's a billionaire because he's passionate about business. He has been passionate about basketball for a few decades and hasn't even had a break where he could, he's in the playoffs. You got the 80 game plus 82 games that they play,
Right,
and
right.
then you go into the playoffs every year
And he was
with
going deep in the playoffs every year. That's what folks gotta know.
deep, with no rest. You got to get back, lay low for a month, and now you back at it. But knowing Braun, I don't think he even laid low because players like Kobe with the Mamba mentality, if he was ever to lose, he's going to the gym. And he did what, 3-4 sessions a day?
Yeah, you already know.
Hmm.
Dedicated to the cause from the jump, man.
Right.
Something you can't take away from him.
Hmm. Yep. So we'll save a little bit of the smoke for Rassick when he pop up. But definitely, being here in Houston, the conversation has been ringing out about the Prince family and Takeoff, the Migos, Offset, Quavo. Um, I think from the beginning, not that any of us was there, but I think from the beginning, the telltale signs of a mishap, as we discussed the week that we saw this going down. This wasn't a targeted situation. This definitely was a mishap. But as usual, the Prince family uh, are blamed for whatever happens in Houston and abroad, really. You know,
Yes, that's kind of how what and that's just kind of how it go, bro. That's kind of like what my position was from jump. Uh, was that when you kind of get folks that like to fix narratives, uh, it kind of gonna sway public opinion, and that's why I kind of we often talk about like all the bloggers and the different podcasters and do like academics and the sorts. Uh, I feel like it be, instead of us allowing it to like happen, like folks kind of came out and wanted it to almost wanted it to be a Prince family conundrum type situation. You know what I mean? Situation where it's like, oh man, like somehow the Prince family was so diabolical in the plant. And I'm not saying that that was specifically what he was trying to do, but just in general, like when the light is put out there and you got your whack 100s and cats like that that's fixing any situation they can to make it seem like the Prince family was somehow grimy in the situation. And I always said from jump, my biggest thing was we have to allow it to kind of play out, bro, because it seemed like everyday hood shit from the jump. It just seemed like some everyday hood shit. I was like, somebody jumped stupid. I don't know who it was. It could have been from Prince Camp, but it wasn't nothing planned. You could look at the situation. You can read the room and see like this wasn't no line up type situation. You don't line up this sloppy. Like, first of all, let's just be real. Like, if the Prince family ever lined something up this sloppy, I feel like you would have been seen all of them behind bars type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if that's how y'all set up when y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was trying to run a play on somebody, you do it this publicly with cameras and in females that's not,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, everywhere, that ain't got no reason to not snitch on you for doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
it's not really giving no mastermind situations. And
Hmm.
at the very least, even the biggest hater, if they be real about the Prince family, won't call it sloppy. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, because sloppy don't keep them around as long as they've been around. So that just ain't the case. Especially when you know the feds is hot and want them as bad as they want them. Any kind of sloppy moves, they would have been bit on that. You know what I'm saying? Been bit on that. You know, you got even reports of them saying like they tried to come and ask Takashi while he was already rolling on everybody else. They saying that he even said to academics that when he was in the middle of that they had feds come ask Takashi about the Prince family and still trying to get some dirt on him. So I'm like, bro, these folks been reaching their straws to these folks for years, and you think they would give it up for killing a cool dude? Like, come on, bro, that don't even make sense. Folks gotta kind of sometimes back away from how you feel about a person, bro, and just kind of really step back and think about like, do this even really make sense? What I'm trying to say, like, they risk their whole empire for a member of a rap group. It
Yeah.
just don't
If you want to talk about sloppy, getting caught with your cheeks out, whack 100. That's nothing sloppier than that, and that's on game. Whack, whack. Getting caught with your cheeks out. That's like, you know what I mean.
God
That's
damn.
that's almost cancel culture,
God
bro.
damn. Yeah, homie was out there bare bottom, man. He did get caught bare bottom. It's very unfortunate for homie.
Hmm. And it just shows you how people move. How long has the Prince family been in the public eye? Since 19, well, public eye, I'm saying the nation,
But yeah,
1987.
yeah.
Rap a lot, Ghetto Boys. But before that, I mean, we knew what it was before that. But as far as being a global LLC, you know, Jay Prince came close to a distribution deal, which is rare in hip hop for a black company to be a distributor. We always got to go to uh, Leora Cohen, Jimmy Iovine, all of these people that, you know, you can say they're culture vultures, you can say they part of the culture, whatever, but actually what I think Jay Prince, Master P, and Suge, was about to do was start a distribution company. I think was Murder Inc. was involved too as well, wasn't they?
Yeah, I want to say that was, bro. Fellas, hold on, bro. Got the young bulls just pulled up. Hold on, let me corral them and get them in the
Cut
room.
out the middleman, in which Baby, Master P, they already did their due diligence cutting out the middleman. That's what got them so much money. Not only selling these records on the street, but actually what Baby did, he convinced the distributors to an 80-20 cut, I believe, his way, which is, that's epic. Distribution deals never go that way, but they sold so much pre contract with the distributors that's how Baby wanted it, and that's how it went. So shout out to the independents with their record labels. Shout out to the Prince family, and why would you uh, want to line somebody up? And they said it was a crap game, but it was something else. It was a 2-on-2 basketball game that they were discussing that got heated or whatever. Whatever the case, the Prince family got two islands off the coast of Belize. Like, this is small things to a giant. Feel me?
Facts, bro. Just facts. It ain't no way around that, bro. Like, ain't nobody finna be jeopardizing everything for crumbs in a big scale of things.
Yeah.
I mean, uh, so it's just it just don't add up, bro. It really don't add up. Hold on, I'm finna pull. Hold on, let me pull something. Hold on.
Okay. Yes, sir. So we here, Super Bowl Sunday. Shout out to the Facebook people that's tuning in. Shout out to our YouTube subscribers. Share, like, comment, get involved. And also on our own platform, uh, LFXmedia.live, you can actually go right there and stream with us live right now. We're live right now on our own platform. So shout out to us. But definitely, we like to talk, what's trending for the day. Even though it's Super Bowl Sunday, there's a lot of other things that need to be covered and touched on.
Facts.
So that's what we're here for.
Yeah, bro. Just to revisit that whole Jay Prince thing, man. It don't make
Mhm.
sense, for me. Like, and then it's like the media still want to kind of sway the story. Like now but I will say this: if you want to broach the whole recently, how much he been talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's really dissect it, right? From the jump, they've been trying to make it about the Prince family from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
Now they trying to make it about, even though they locked somebody else up. Well, this is not now. This was then. After it was
Mm-hmm.
all about Prince family. Then it became, well, the person that they then locked up for it, that none of these bloggers that was claiming victory in the solving the case, didn't nobody give DJ Pat as the person that they was suspected of doing the crime type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. You ain't hear nobody say, oh yeah, this is who. So first of all, everybody was unsuccessful except the folks with the real camera views, the real, intel. But then you fast forward, even after you get somebody else locked up for it, you still mad trying to make it about, oh, he ain't do it. Had to be paid off. That was the big narrative. He had to be paid off. Somehow the Prince family was still involved with it. He taking the fall. He the fall man.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't line up, man. They said it was the young bull in the yellow jacket, fifth ward out here.
Mm-hmm. In
Come
the
from
video.
thing, and when he got locked up, the only reason he got locked up because they had proof that he had a gun as a felon, and he ain't supposed to be on that, of course. So he had to go and squat for that, but nothing to do with what everybody claim they just know for sure he did. And that's kind of what I be getting at. Like, and I ain't no apologist for nobody, no man. All these men is grown men. The Prince family, that's all grown men, but they business can handle their own business. But I feel like when you get from folks from outside that ain't from here with low key bias narratives, low key. If you just keep that shit 100, it'd be a lot of folks with like just little biased narratives, bro. Like, it needn't even be folks in the city, so I can't even just say it just be out the city. I feel like hating the Prince family is trendy now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the shit that's trendy. That's what's hot because they
Mm-hmm.
he even came after beloved figures like Cardi B. He ain't really came after. He just quoted, you know what I'm saying? Said his truth. Now the whole did he have something to do? Did Quavo did Takeoff did Offset? My fault. Did Offset call him trying to get some help with poo poo in the whole you know beef situation from how she violated? You know what I'm saying? Uh, hey, I don't know. I don't know. I think it'll be far fetched for him not to mention for him to mention that if it wasn't no conversation though. I think that would be like supremely reaching. But the whole him beefing with South Walker, that's fact. Because he did South Walker, you know how that went. We all down here seeing it where he got in South Walker inbox, uh, feeling like it was shot at him, slug shot at him. South Walker
Mm-hmm.
went on social media and exposed it all, saying, you know what I'm saying, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, that's some Houston shit. Ain't got nothing to do with what you doing. If you wearing that fake shit, that's on, you know what I'm saying? I don't know all that. That's on them. But neither here nor there. But I know that the beef situation that was real. Now, if he contacted him for that, hey, I don't know. When he got his ass whooped in Atlanta, maybe, hey, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. You know, that ain't my first time hearing about him getting his ass whooped in Atlanta, though, if you want to keep it a
Mm-hmm.
thought. So it ain't like that story seemed far fetched either. So I
Right.
don't know what to play, you dig, but I just know this. The Prince family is their brand. That's what they talk, you know what I'm saying? That's how they got to where they at, is their name and how they move behind mob ties and the Prince family, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Respect to them, you know, rap a lot, all of that. You feel me?
No doubt. And for those of you who said they've never heard of Rico until I mentioned Rico, I mean, that's what you call a trendsetter. But you should have heard like the crew you just the Sauce Factory. They under a Rico indictment right now.
Right.
Young Thug, he's involved. He's locked up under a Rico. So I have a group. My Facebook group is called Courtroom Drama. I talk about these things, but I don't know if it's over folks' heads or they just don't want to give me my props due. But anyway, whatever the case may be, what reason you're not going to the courtroom drama and getting an understanding of RICO, what it means, and how dominantly the alphabet boys, I'll call them, maneuver amongst our people. And the conviction ratio, 95, 97%. So most people cop out and take a plea. So you really don't even, whoever testifying against you, a lot of times you don't even get to see them face to face. They don't have to testify because you copped out and took a certain amount of years. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about the RICO verdict. The mission statement for my book is free and oppressed minds with the literary pen. What that means is we have people who are oppressed behind bars, they have stories to tell, and it's up to us to reach out to them. Eventually, we're going to be visiting these prisons and giving talks about the literary business and how to write. I'm fully certified to do this. I have an MBA in publishing. So I'm just not out here to write books and to name names and, send shots at people. You have to write with a purpose, and that's what we do at LFX Media.
Real deal, real deal.
Yep. So definitely, I want to put that out there. Let folks know. Um, if you have a story to tell and you don't know where to start at LFX Media. We can get you started writing a book. I mean, if you're looking for a ghostwriter, we can do that. It's going to cost you a pretty penny for a ghostwrite, but we can do that as well. So you got a story and you want to start from scratch, from the foundation, we can get to it. And also the other end of freeing oppressed minds with the literary pen, there's people who are in society, out in the free world, who are oppressed and who have stories to tell. And we need to get their stories out as well. Matter of fact, Bill Clinton, our former president, said every person in the United States should have a book written by the time they turn 50, just as a legacy to pass on to their kids.
I can get with that.
Right. So
Get
so
with that.
let's get to it. I just started 2 days ago writing a screenplay. I've been writing screenplays, not consistently, but I know how to do it. And started my own screenplay a couple days ago. The goal, um, 10 pages a day, and you actually get a page count as you're writing. And you don't want to go page for page, but after a while writing, you go and looking like, oh, okay, I got 3,500 pages. I mean, I'm saying page. I always do that. 3,500 words. We talking word count. I have 3,500 words in 2 days, and one of the authors that's in the street literature, his name is Jaquavius Coleman. I came across him on a Combat Jack show. Shout out to Jack, R.I.P. Reggie Osei. Um, him and his wife are uh, two. Well, they got to be the best husband and wife writing team in urban novels. Jaquavius Coleman and Antoinette Coleman. If you heard of The Cartel, it's a series called The Cartel, and they were writing 5,000 words a day. They have over 40 books. I think they had a G Unit deal. They had a uh, Young Money deal because a lot of people don't even know that G Unit has a book distribution arm of their company. And also my homegirl Nikki Turner, she was writing for G Unit Books as well, or teamed up with him for some years. She's doing movies herself right now. So shout out to Nikki Turner, um, the queen of hip hop lit. So yeah, just touching on giving some information for y'all out there, doing our just do for ads. The
Real deal.
the ricoverdict.com.co. Go buy you a hoodie. I will give you a book as long as you do it before midnight tonight. Purchase a hoodie, get you a book. Simple. Anything you want to add, good brother? Because this is ad time. Yeah,
We doing ads now.
this is ad time.
Man, I don't really got too much to promo right now, man. Just be on the lookout for more content from me, bro. I'm in the cook up phase right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting like I say, the sports content will be coming.
Mm-hmm.
Even more so, like I say, we got the Good Brother Pod where we'll be covering pretty much all things, all things sports,
Mm-hmm.
all things hip hop. Kind of just getting our own opinions out there, doing our thing. Good Brother Sports Pod and Good Brother Podcast. My boy Podgy. So yeah.
Choklahoma also.
Yes, that's coming. Like I say, I am a licensed grower in the state of Oklahoma. So I will be also keeping y'all posted on that. When I say grower, I do mean of the godly herb cannabis that I am licensed to grow. I am a big cannabis advocate. Uh, can't wait for Texas to get wise. Looking to try to actually get a hemp grow going out here, trying to get into the hemp growing business here in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
looking for growers out here right now. So if you're out there listening and you in the hemp growing industry, holla at your boy. Would love
Oh
to do
yeah, yeah.
it.
We looking for hemp fiber. We looking for hempcrete. If you never heard of hempcrete, is similar to concrete, but you know, we go in rabbit holes. We dig deep, and
No doubt. No doubt, man. Like just trying to keep that, try to just stay mindful, bro. You know me, come grow it though. So I'm gonna have that coming too. That'll be a segment of the Good Brother Pod. But I show y'all kind of just what I do. Not so much on the cannabis side because I can't be in Oklahoma and I'm not showing y'all no cannabis grows in
mm,
Texas because we don't grow cannabis. In
not
Texas.
at all.
We don't do
But
anything. So, but
but what we can do in Texas, we can get a hemp license, which allows us to get into everything hemp, including CBD gummies, all of that good stuff.
all that good stuff. So we in the cook up and branding phase right now, and then before year close out, you should definitely be hearing about how you can support your good brothers and the Good Brother Hemp Squad. So
Hmm.
be on the lookout.
Yes, sir. I'm getting a alert from my Google Calendar. It's telling me today at 3 Central we have Rico Sunday. So we going right from this podcast right into Rico Sunday. So what I'm going to do is most likely I'm going to pass out the Zoom link when we get off of here and give you guys an opportunity to witness what Rico Sunday, how special Rico Sunday is. And if you go to lfxmedia.live, we have streaming all of the Rico, not all of the Rico Sundays, some of the top Rico Sundays we did. So 24 hours a day, we got Rico Sundays, and we have 3 podcasts with over 12 hours of content as well. So Rico Sunday is going to kick off a watch party for the social experiment, a watch party for LFX Media Podcast, and a watch party for Beat Talk, the Custom Beat King. So um, each one of these pods is going to stream continuously for 24 hours. So whoever um, is interested, and of course the guys who put the pod together, you know, send out messages to your audience that hey, you can go on LFX Media Live and actually watch all of my pods, binge watch style. You know, take a little pressure off of Netflix, Hulu, and Tubi. Come our way. We enjoy the traffic.
Bring it on through. Bring it on through. We want
Yes, sir.
all the love.
Absolutely. We'll take that traffic definitely, and we probably got to get into some Super Bowl Sunday picks since we probably approaching the last 10-15 minutes of the pod. Uh,
Yes, sure.
do you have a parlay? No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
You said you go look at that parlay. It makes a
you
lot
know
of
I'm gonna
sense.
scope it out before the game start. I gotta
Yeah,
put my eyes on it. So,
yeah.
but just as far as Super Bowl picks goes, I'm taking my I think I'm gonna take I've been going back and forth with this all week, but I think I'm gonna just stick to what I pretty much been kind of consistent on, which is the run game and the ball dominance of the Philadelphia Eagles being the X factor, and
Hmm.
take the Eagles to win a ground, not even call it a ground and pound game because the I think they're just gonna shorten the time that the Chiefs have the ball because they gonna run it all day.
Hmm.
The Chiefs defense is not over, but I don't, fear their run stop any more than anybody would have feared the 49ers run stop. And
Hmm.
I saw that even that, not that they were able to just like walk all over them, but it was like after a while when of course, you was getting no traction on offense. when they come on defense after a while, it's just only so much you can take. When the other team only running the ball and they can only do exotic runs after a while, they kind of limited it and made the defense kind of just pin their ears back and go after them, and it wasn't nothing that could be done. So I think this is going to be a similar game plan, which is just run the air out the ball, run the air out the ball, try to put Mahomes on the sideline. I think it'll eventually be something like a score wise. Do I want to do a score? I think basically the Eagles win by like 7.
Mm, definitely. Um, I was I was thinking over the whole year, and the Eagles with the undefeated uh, 12 games, you know, and the the sports world was silent. They're gonna lose. Soon enough, they're gonna lose. We did lose to the Washington, what's their names, and they gave a great run for the conference. They almost made history for the conference made history anyway, but almost Washington being the last team to be able to make it to the playoffs. They just barely by a couple teams winning and getting them out of it, but it's no longer the NFC least. The NFC came with a strong performance this season. We went into the playoffs with the bye, and even fans still was like, "Oh, y'all can't sit back on your back and expect to win a Super Bowl." We rested, we got home field. That's what it do. But my pick, I'm gonna pick Rihanna by 6, D9.
I
Rihanna by 6,
processed
D9.
it. I'm like, let's say Rihanna.
Yeah, I got Rihanna. That's an exciting return to the stage. She hasn't graced the stage in 7 years,
Yeah, it's gonna be
and we've been to the Super Bowl since then. The Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly, fly, Eagles, fly. Uh, yeah, that's going to be very exciting to watch Rihanna. But I too have the Eagles by 6. Defense wins games. Defense wins Super Bowls. We got a D line that's responsible for more than 75 sacks. Each one of them, 17 sacks, 12 sacks for the year. And Mahomes is not in the best shape. I think he may be a little sore, but after today's game, he's going to be more than a little sore. You heard?
without question.
Yeah, but that's not, his his ability to uh, pick defenses apart because he has a sidearm that he can throw while he's running that can get passes complete. So we definitely can't count Patrick out, but I'm happy we got the Bro Bowl. We got two brothers playing against each other. We got two brother quarterbacks. So bring on the Bro Bowl.
I'm with it, bro. All the way. All the way. Two Texas bros.
It's,
Quarterback.
exactly.
I like that. I like the fact that we got two Texas brothers, both
Mm-hmm.
from Texas at QB. We got
Yeah.
see Hurts do his thing out here in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Shout out Channelview, Texas,
for
right
sure
down the street. Really, Houston.
right up the street. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it, man. Looking forward.
Yep. And don't forget Andy Reid, longtime Eagles coach. So
Yeah, salute
E-
to you, man.
Eagles fans, you know, we the Eagles fans get a rap for tearing up stadiums, robbing folks.
Yeah,
A lot of stuff going in the
they be
stadium.
on that shit too. They do.
But I tell you, it's a lot of Eagles fans that's watching the Super Bowl, cheering for both teams because Andy Reid never got his props due before he left Philadelphia. He combined with Donovan McNabb for a tandem that's still in history, the most winning tandem of coach quarterback in the NFC.
Yeah, it is true, bro.
Yeah, just didn't get the bowl. He came close, but you know, I.
They was ripping off wins all the time. Like we talked about it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
what he was before he got the chip and how that really just kind of solidified what everybody already knew, which was Andy Reid is one of them ones, man.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you don't consider that, if you don't consider him that, strictly off of the fact of the rings beforehand, then that's pretty much the only thing that you could hold against him. So I feel like they don't hold a valid point to say he ain't one of them ones.
No, no. Same way we had a conversation about um, the king and the goat and your airness and all of that. Like a
Right.
lot of people saw that exchange of most scores and looked at it immediately and said, "But the Lakers lost the game, though." But yeah, I mean, the game was over when he hit that bucket. It was still a quarter to play, but the game
I
was over.
already knew, like in my mind when it happened, I was like, it's gonna take a little something out of Braun to go through that emotional,
Yeah.
like, cause that's like a big exhale. When you get that, that's like you kind of let your guard down, like,
Mhm.
and then when you get like that, to rev it back up for like you heard him say, "Oh yeah, it's winning time now." Yeah, you
Mhm.
trying to make it winning time, but shit, in the end, it's still gonna be what it's gonna be if you ain't able to, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, if you're not able to make that shit kind of rev back up, like, man, hold on,
Mhm.
I gotta get the engine started back up, man. Sometimes your body ain't gonna just respond like you want.
Nah, I feel this season itself, um, the Lakers had a rough start where people were like, "No way in in God's earth that they're gonna make the playoffs." And now it's kind of like, they can get a spurt and a run and make, we just talked about, they make the play in. It's
Yeah,
really
bro, they
really
really
possible.
and like playing really like is like bottom. If I'm the Lakers, the way they looked, I don't know if you seen when they beat the who was it? They just beat the Warriors. Yeah, they just beat the Warriors last night,
Mm-hmm.
and LeBron didn't play.
Right.
Uh, Neither did Steph, but
Mm-hmm.
we also talking about a team that have been struggling, of course, in the Lakers. And now you bring in these new pieces. And what I was trying to get folks to see was not that Russ wasn't like, oh, Russ ain't doing. Folks are trying to say stuff like, oh, Russ wasn't playing that bad because he was, sixth man of the year and all that. But I'm like, sometimes there's something to be said about just flow when you talk about basketball. Like, when you want to get your others involved, like when you want those others to play at their peak, even if they not like peak talents, if you just want them to be peak at what they do best, you have to have basketball that flow so they can just kind of naturally get it in their spots, elevate in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? That's not what Westbrook gave you. Like he gave you assist and all of that, but that's because he chaotically moving into the paint. He ain't really and even though he moved real fast and abrupt and you know what I mean, I feel like when you saw D'Angelo, what he was able to do, not moving all super shifty and fast, but really like truly facilitating and coming off the screens, finding the open man, like slowly letting the basketball kind of happen, getting to a spot, elevating, making the open jump shots. Um, you know, Beasley didn't have as good of a shooting game last night, but even in that, like this was their opening, this was their first performance, and it looked like one up with one win, and it looked good. It looked good. Just to keep it all the way real, it looked real good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me personally, I felt like when the Lakers won, um, the the asterisk championship, you
Yeah.
know, the bubble. That would have been a good exit point, I thought, for Braun. But these guys got it in them naturally, and it's just hard to give up.
Oh,
Something that you dedicated your whole life to it, but suddenly you're a billionaire. Um, him, Tom Brady, um, Brett Favre, all these guys are competitors. Even the Manning boys. Peyton was upset he lost the Pro Bowl. He was upset.
yeah, for sure. Especially because the rules wasn't consistent. That's one thing I understand wholeheartedly because it was some awkward ass, um, you know, just really awkward ass rules because it's not for show NFL rules. And the person that they had officiating was a Pac-10 uh referee who
Hmm.
definitely wasn't consistent with the rule call. And so it was like, yeah, it was just like, yeah, I understand the frustration. As a competitor, you naturally competitive and you ain't trying to hear nothing about um my bad or and then of course as a referee they trying to stand on it and seem official and all of that, but in the end you really not officiating correctly because there's
Hmm.
no consistency. So I feel them, but it was all for the love, so they was able to,
Hmm.
let it be what it is.
Yeah, I recall the Pro Bowl actually being played after the Super Bowl, giving all of the Super Bowl players an opportunity to take that vacation because that's all it was a vacation to Hawaii. But um, somehow the the monetization of the Pro Bowl, they were losing money, so they had to bring it back to the states. And I feel they did a great representation. It was a good showing for the family, for the ex players, for the present players. Great display of athletics and definitely community and family relations was a great display.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the Pro Bowl games, man. And that's what they call them now, the Pro Bowl games, because that's
Hmm.
more fitting of what it was. Um, it was fun to see the golf, the golf competition. Um, the dodgeball was real fun. Um,
Hmm.
you know, all of it. Honestly, I just really enjoyed all of it. It wasn't nothing that I saw that I didn't thoroughly enjoy. I feel like they really knocked it out the park with. If you're gonna change it and it's gonna be watered down anyway, then just at least make it fun.
Hmm.
And I think that's what it was able to be. Fun for everybody. Fans, the players enjoyed themselves. You could see it. They visibly was enjoying themselves. The flag
Hmm.
football was able to make it still football related, and your skill position players was able to really go out there and shine and enjoy themselves. CD Lamb had a damn good day.
Hmm.
Uh, it was just fun. It was overall just a fun day.
Yeah, I definitely I didn't catch the whole proceedings, but I can appreciate the skills portion, so we can actually see, the skill level a lot of these guys and the skill levels that some of them are missing. But definitely, yeah, I'm with the skills.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I like to see the big men doing like the catching the multiple footballs,
Hmm.
and that was fun. So I enjoyed that. Yeah, man. All in all, good showing. Good showing from the NFL. Good job by the players.
Hmm.
I enjoyed seeing the girls flag football team at the end, championship team. That was fun.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that portion.
Yeah, you didn't get to see the girls.
No, no, definitely. I have to pull it up on a tube, see if I can catch some of it. But definitely, we're contemplating a little check in at halftime. Maybe, maybe not, but definitely we got the return of Rico Sundays. following this pod. So I'm going to set up the stew. We already in the stew, but we're moving over to Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. That's where we at. So I'm going to send the link out to 100 uh, lucky participants to hop in the Zoom room with us and have the opportunity to purchase a hoodie. And we're doing the Valentine's drop. We got them in red, we got them in white, we got them in pink. Buy the hoodie. I will personally give you a free copy signed of the RICO verdict. Nothing messing with that. Yeah. So definitely, again, I don't see any comments, but um, whoever came out for our Facebook, for our Facebook family, we want to thank you. Share, comment, like. Everyone who came out for YouTube, LFX Media, uh, join, subscribe, share, share the post, and last but not least, our own platform, LFX Media Live. We're live right now on our own platform, and whoever's watching from there through Roku, through Apple TV, through Web TV, we appreciate you coming out as well. You can also subscribe to our channel. Uh, Big things popping. So I just want to thank everyone who participated. Thank all the brothers that pod. You know, we actually have 4 different podcasts. To be honest with you, and we come together, which is it's a big thing. That energy. Uh, we the content kings. Believe it. Yes, sir. So we're gonna bring this one to a close. You got any closing words, Anthony?
Closing remarks, man. I appreciate everybody that listened to us, bro. Allow us to be us, do us, and share it with y'all. Um, Definitely be on the lookout for more content. Definitely try to get back to y'all around halftime today. Try to keep myself as level headed as possible. So just rambling. Got a lot going on even right now, so I'm slightly distracted. So I even apologize for that today. But it
Mhm.
is a lot of moving pieces, and I definitely want to get into some more sports. We got a lot of stuff I want to dive into. We
Mhm.
definitely go cop my boy book, go cop the hoodie, get you some merch. Can't beat getting free. Can't beat free, baby. You can't beat free. Get you a free book when you get something you need, man. There you go. Copy one of them, man. Go grab you some, buy you something, get yourself right. It's cold
Mhm.
out there, man. Get you something to keep yourself together. And I'll see y'all at halftime. And y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be blessed.
No doubt. I think we definitely gonna hop on after the game, but being that Riri is gonna be featured at halftime, I'm not sure
Right.
how much attention people pay to us, because
Yeah.
I'm definitely paying attention to Riri.
You and
So
everybody else.
yeah, so we got the hoodies. We we also got these. That's the Valentine's drop right there. We also got them in black as well. But I don't know. I think I like the white. Um, I like the black. I like them all. They pretty fire.
I agree, bro. I think it's some good stuff there, bro. Definitely some good stuff.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh man, I did too much on this one. Okay, but definitely it's some moving parts. I'm pushing buttons and I gotta put my glasses back on because I done dropped a whole bunch of stuff in here. But definitely look for us in Rico Sunday. Um, Coming right up after the pod. We going right into Rico Sunday. Purchase a hoodie, get a free book. I'm gonna send the link personally to some of my nearest and dearest friends, as Joe Buttons would say. So yeah, this is Podgy Carter along with Antho Chase Chickens,
It's your boy.
the good brothers. We thank you for coming out. And if you didn't know, now you know. So we will see you on the next show.